Welcome back each and every one of you to another week's episode of DirtGrinder Enduro. In some of the previous videos I mentioned about the Fasst Company Flexx Handlebars that I put on. It's about 15 or so hours ago now of ride time that I've actually spent with them on. I've got a good enough amount of time, whether it be from technical riding into fast, flowy, to even some two-track riding, to kind of get my opinion of how I feel and are they worth your money. Stay tuned and I hope you guys enjoy this review.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So give you a little bit of background on me as a rider. I've been trying to transition into some of the more hard enduro, technical trail riding, some of the extreme stuff, obviously a little bit slower pace, not as fast, and I'm trying to hone those skills and work on those skills. So let's break down what the bars come with. You're going to see here, I'll show in some photos here as I'm talking. This has actually got different rebound and compression dampening elastomers that you put on the bars. What those are designed to do, there's different sizes. So there's going to be a hard, a medium, and soft that they actually come in. And they're different color correlations based off each one of those. And there's different thicknesses from the rebound to the compression dampening elastomers. Overall installment for the bars is super simple. Basically, right where your bars meet at your front or your forks there, I actually have some bar risers, so it's pretty easy. All I'm doing is taking out a few bolts, setting it in where my other handlebars were, replacing the original handlebars, the stock handlebars that are on there, and then on the ends here, I'll roll some footage of it so you can see. It actually has a nut on the end. You just put in your elastomers that you want. You'll run that bolt through, put your compression on the inside, your rebound on the exterior of the bars, tighten that bolt. 3 threads is what they recommend leaving. Obviously, it's a fine-tuning adjustment there that you can do to make it a little bit stiffer or a little bit softer as need be, in case you're right in that middle ground on the elastomers that you're using. Very easy to install. You just put the pad on top, and then you just place your controls back on, and then you're good to go. So it's very easy to interchange. If you do have stock handlebars on there and you want to switch it to them, it's not the end of the world. Anybody can do this in your own garage at home. Doesn't require any manufacturers or taking it anywhere to get it done. Super easy to install. Does it actually make a difference? Does it give you extra endurance and save your arms? At first I would have told you no. At first I would have definitely told you no. With that being said, I was not using the bars exactly how they were designed to be used. I was expecting that I was going to take these bars at slow pace, slow technical riding, not a lot of movement in the bike, me more or less doing a lot of the work using the clutch and the throttle, and obviously I wasn't noticing differences. I went with the blue compression dampening elastomers first, with a medium yellow rebound dampening. So I kind of tried to go the softest that I could go with what that comes with the bars initially, just to kind of test that out and see how much different it is from stock Pro Taper handlebars that come on the TE300. The biggest thing that I noticed initially is you felt real soft, obviously, almost like a gummy, gushy type push to the bars. And when I noticed, when you're trying to loft your front wheel, it actually felt like the bars just continued to pull. I didn't like it as much, but I did ride approximately 12 of the 15 or so hours with that setting, because I wanted to try it out in some technical stuff, the fast stuff, two-track trail riding, all that, just to see where it performs the best. I've since then changed, as you'll see here in the video, I've changed to the yellow compression dampening, which is like the medium firmness, and then red hard on the rebound. And that's actually recommended as one of the best settings to ride, based off multiple different riders, from professional riders to even Fasst Company themselves. That's what most of their riders actually recommend. So I went ahead and put those in. So I've had about 3-4 hours on those now, and by far the best setting. It's a completely different change from what I had at first, being too soft, to where I can actually feel the bars, but it's not overpowering as far as how soft it is, whether it be on the rebound or compression down. Another question I get is, what is the price of these bars in itself? I actually paid just over $300 from Slavin's Racing. It was about $305 if I remember correctly, give or take a few dollars here or there. Obviously, they're more expensive at some places depending on the retailer that you're purchasing from, but you can find some good deals on them. Are the Fasst Flex bars worth it? Few different ways that you can look at this. Depending on the type of riding that you do, hard enduro technical trail riding, I would say that you could probably get away with your stock handlebars or at some other type of handlebar that's not the flex style handlebars. If you're a fast, flowy trail riding, whether it be mountain, desert, and you're hitting rocks, roots at higher speeds, these are a must, I would say, if you're doing a lot of that type of riding, because what it does, it acts as another part to your suspension to your bike. So same thing as if you're riding at a slow speed, first gear, kind of maneuvering around, doing a lot of good clutch and throttle control. You're feeling the suspension more, but it's not acting as it would as it's designed to do at faster speeds to absorb each and every bump. Excuse me. So same thing with the bars. Slow speeds, you're not going to feel it as much. It's actually depending on which elastomers you have in there. If you have the real soft ones, it actually felt like it was pulling up too much. So if I was trying to loft my front tire, it felt like the bars just kept coming. So some of my final thoughts. What do I feel is 300 roughly, give or take? Sometimes you can find them for cheaper. Is $300 worth the money for the Fasst bars? I think it really comes down to you as a rider and what type of riding you're doing. If you're doing extreme, hard, technical riding all the time where you're slow speeds, first, second gear, navigating a lot of different type of terrain, whether it be steep uphills, steep downhills, I would say that you're probably okay with the stock bars. If you're the type of rider that likes either desert riding or even some mountain single track where it's fast and flowy and you're able to get the speeds up to third and fourth gear, cutting through those trails, you're hitting rocks, I would highly suggest these bars. You're going to see a high increase in your endurance. You're going to see an increase in your overall and your performance on the bike. You're going to be able to last longer through the trails. Your daily rides are going to be longer. Overall, though, I love the bars. I am actually glad that I did. It kind of gives me a mix because I do a little bit of both. So I'm able to get a little bit harder rebound and compression dampening elastomers in there, and it almost gives me the same feel as the normal bars. But with that being said, I also can get a little bit of that extra rebound and compression as I'm driving or riding at the faster paces. So I hope you guys like this review. Smash that subscribe button. If you like the video, please hit a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell so that way you guys get notified when I'm doing videos. Be the first ones to see them as they get released. Thank you guys, and I can't wait to see you next time on DirtGrinder Enduro.